vlog. What's good? Welcome back to the channel, my channel, Ozzy's channel. You feel me? We're back with another video. Fit of the day. Real quick. Slice it. But we back on campus today. It's Tuesday. It's November 5th. And it's 10 in the morning. My hair is blowing every which way. But we're back in school today. So I'm gonna just make this, another one of my little daily videos. Vlog the day or whatever. Bring y'all to class with me. Cause y'all like hearing the class discussions. And how involved I be in everything. My hair is blowing everywhere. So I'm currently late. No surprise there. But I'm about to focus on getting to class and sitting down and everything. Y'all know the first period I can never really bring y'all in there with me because I be using my phone to take my notes because I'm catching up and taking my notes. And so I'm gonna tap back in with y'all after first period and everything like that. Okay, my hair is growing so much you can't tell because it keeps blowing in the wind and it's still short, but it's okay. My curls are gone already. I tried to spray them with some Got2b, but they ain't hold. And I brought a ponytail holder or whatever, like a little scrunchie, just in case they do fall. But yeah, I'm gonna tap back in with you guys after first period. Y'all, he ended class so early. I don't even know if I got attendance credit for showing up today. We'll see. But now I'm in the period where I have a good 2 hours until my next class. So I'm definitely finna eat. And I'm figure it out, dude. Bro. But how y'all day going? I'm saying, chat. Natural hair in a chat. I'm finna go grub, and I'm gonna catch up with y'all in a second. We are in between classes and everything. I went to get some food at Chipotle or whatever, which is over there, because I did not finish it in one setting, but I am satisfied as of now. So, I decided that this video was going to, in part with the vlog, be basically the story of how I ended up joining the military. So if you don't know, you finna know, and you bout to know all of that. So yeah. So we start our story in the summer of 2017. I graduated in 2017 in June or whatever. I always get distracted when I start out telling the story. So June 2017, boom, graduated high school. But just a little backstory or whatever, so a little context. So growing up for it just was a whole experience. I know everybody goes through stuff and everything like that, you know what I'm saying? When they're growing up and everything, but it was just really, it was a series of all-time lows for me, back to back. In a lot of cases. So in this particular season, it was because I was running track for, you know, my high school, whatever, and I was really enjoying it because I was, like, progressing, and I liked it because I loved being an athlete or whatever, because I played volleyball, like, my freshman year for a little bit, and I've always been, like, doing little stuff throughout my life, but I never could really call myself an athlete until I joined, like, volleyball and did track. I loved track, bro. Like, track and field was, like, everything. Or track and field. Or a track and field team, bro. Like, I've laughed the hardest and the most, like, in those times when I was, like, around, you know, like, my teammates or, like, around my classmates. Like, sometimes going to school was, like, it was, like, you know, like, enjoyable. Like, I would look forward to it. But then, like, you know, life bumped into me so freaking hard over and over again. But anyways, continuing. So I was doing that, and then I had a little job at this because at the time we lived, like, far from my job. Like, now I live, like, uptown, and if you from VA in the 757, then you know, like, the area points of what I'm talking about. But we lived, like, more so, like, mid, like, Deer, or, like, near, like, Deer Park, or, like, by, what's it called? I forgot what the fuck it's called. I don't know how, my brain not working, but, I know what the fuck I'm trying to say, but I can't think of the street right now. Anyways, we live, like, further down Jefferson or whatever. It's, like, this avenue. So I had to take, like, I was taking, like, the bus and, like, taking lifts to work or whatever, because, you know, either I wouldn't always have a ride or whatever the fuck. So I was doing that, and then, you know, obviously going to school. But then when I was in high school, like, my school had something called the International Baccalaureate Program, or for sure it's like an IB program or whatever. So I was in that, but it was a academically rigorous program. Like, it was like it was like a college prep class, a course or program, I feel like, because really, like, that's why I feel like college right now, as I'm in it, is like type of cakewalk, because I'm used to worse on a daily basis from what I went through in high school already, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, you know, it got me ready for that. But, you know, between that and working, because I had a job, and running track and having to be at practice, and then getting home late, and then having to do home stuff, and then homework, and I got to read a novel and write this essay, blah, 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 blah. So I was type spread thin, right? And then going through whatever. And then on top of all of that, my relationship with my mom at the time isn't the best. That was like the most period, I feel like, where it was like a little just like, you know, you growing up, and it's like you and your mom just feel like you're butting heads a lot. So it just was not like a cohesive feeling all the way at home. And on top of all of that, and then as like, okay, I graduate, right? Boom. I graduate high school. Can't run track no more. Because I got a whole bunch of offers, and, like, you know, people were interested in me and everything, but there was no scholarship, so there wasn't no bread. 2, life at home not getting no better, because, you know, me and mom still butting heads or whatever the fuck. No, it was blowing me. 3, boom. I got let go of my job because, like, I worked at the mall. No, not at the mall. But even before that, I had got let go of that job at the mall that I had prior to that Italian restaurant job that I had, because, and it was for the same reason. Like, there were people with families and, like, with kids, you know what I'm saying, that, like, needed jobs and shit. So, you know, it's just me. Like, I'm just working for me, like, you know what I'm saying? So, obviously, they will think to let me go first or whatever. So, boom, 3, that happened, right? And then with all of the personal and emotional and, you know, mental things that I was going through on top of all of that, it was like, damn. Like, it felt like everything got taken away from me. So it was like, bro, what the fuck fuck I'm gonna do now? You know what I'm saying? So it was like, I don't know. It was like, it was crunch time for real. Like, I had to make a decision because it was like, bro. And just going out here and finding another job is like, it felt so hard to do at that time. Like, it was just such bullshit. And I was like, bro. Because prior to all that, like, I had never had my mind on or set my sets on, like, you know what I'm saying? The sun. Like, the lighting is amazing, but it is piercing my forehead. Yeah, I didn't have no plans on joining the military or nothing like that. Like, that never crossed my mind. Like, I wasn't that type of person. I was quite the opposite. But still, in being the opposite, I knew that I had a choice to make. So I was like, either I'm going to sit here and be miserable and have to deal with whatever my mom feels like, you know, like, or whatever we were going through, whatever, just I have to go through that, or you know, join the military and know that I was about to get a check constantly, consistently, you know, and have a job that I can't get fired from. But I knew also, because of, again, like, everything that I was going through, because it was a lot and it was really deep and it was so much, I said, this shit is do or die. Like, I'm not going into some shit where it feels like I'm here and I could not be here. Like, I need to be somewhere where it feels like I can't even get out that. Like, I need to go into something that I can't get out of, so that it can, because I knew I needed reform in a lot of deep level ways, you know what I'm saying? And God personally put me through that test, because, you know, I went to the roughest one, you know what I'm saying? I'm a Marine veteran. So, you know what I'm saying? It's the longest boot camp. It was 3 months when I joined. Now, as I was, you know, in, and I was progressing in my enlistment and everything, they was extending the number of phases in boot camp, so I think it's actually quite a bit longer, probably, still. But yeah, like, I needed to be put to the test, and I was. Like, I still got PTSD from boot camp. There's a lot of things, like, that you know what I'm saying? Like, if it gets brought up, it's like, damn, I didn't realize how far that got pushed out of my memory bank, you know? Like, so much of it is vivid, so much of it is clear, a lot of it is a blur, a lot of it I remember exactly. It was an entire experience, you know? And it's one that is very rewarding, because I got through all of the tasks and events. The first time through, I didn't get held back for nothing. I knew if I would have got held back for something, I would not have tried again. I would have went home. I would have made sure they sent me home, as a matter of fact. And the military would have never been in the books for me. And then I wouldn't have been having my college paid for. And I wouldn't be in a situation where I'm not pressed if I don't have a job, because I have consistent money. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm exponentially blessed and glad that I listened to my mom, because, you know, she was like, you know, her part of her upbringing was surrounded around the military, so she always you know, advised me that would be a great idea just for long term, for life, like for long term stuff. And she was absolutely right, obviously. So yeah, shouts out to moms, W moms, and stuff like that, you feel me? But yeah, I got through everything the first time, because, like, you get there, right? You get to Marine Corps boot camp, you get off the bus, you get on the yellow footprints. Nigga, as soon as they step on the bus to get you off the bus, nigga, they're screaming. Nothing is sweet, nothing is smooth. It's chaotic from jump. And they don't stop screaming. And then it's like, you get in there, whatever. The first 3 days, they keep you awake. You can't sleep. If you start falling asleep and shit, you know what I'm saying, they come wake your ass up. And no food, no water. My fault, I got a notification. No food, no water. Complete mind fog. Complete brain reset. Completely. Know what I'm saying? And that's what started the drive. It's like, you, bro, I'm telling you, you think you a vamp or whatever, just staying up late and then eventually going to sleep. Do that shit for 3 days and you can't drink nothing. You can't go get a snack from nowhere. Like, you can't take a nap, nothing. Like, you're up, eyes open, up, eyes open, up. Even if they're not open, they gotta be open. You know what I'm saying? And then the next major thing I can remember, I know we had to pass a swim test. So, like, you gotta know how to swim. If you don't know how to swim, they call you an iron duck. And then, like, you have to pass, like, the swim test. So, like, it was a combination of 3 things. So, you have to be in full gear, like, full top blouse, like, cami bottoms, like, full gear. Your boots are on. And you have to, so it's a big-ass pool. So, you have to swim the width of the pool. So, you're going across the pool, not down the pool. So, this way, your feet can't touch the floor. And you got to go all the way from one side to the other. That's one test. The second test was that you had to do the jump tower. So there's a big, tall-ass diving board looking thing, but it's not like a diving board. It's just a platform, and it's tall as fuck. And you got to cross your arms like this, and you got to jump off that motherfucker. So if you scared of heights, yo, I seen so many men and, like, people, like, just pussy out because the height, it psyched them out. But I was like, shit, I'm not failing. I'm not doing this again outside of, like, because that's like your swim test is something that you have to annually pass. And I think it was like, if your score is high enough, you don't have to do it. If you, like, it's like certain stipulations. If you're good, you're good. But so you gotta jump off that big bitch. And then the last thing is, like, you have on a Kevlar helmet, and you have, like, this, you know, fake rifle, and you got on a flak jacket. So you have to, if you don't know what a flak jacket is, it's like the weighted, it's like a weighted vest that you just strap onto yourself or whatever. We use it to train. I wish I had one. Ooh, I wish I had one. I'm gonna try and find one. I know they're expensive though. But, so you got to go underwater, shed all that gear off, and then come back up within, like 10 minutes or less, or 8 minutes or less. So that's that. So I got through that the first time. Shouts out to Pops. So I stayed in the pool as a kid, honey. He was like, oh, yeah, we're going to teach you how to swim. Yeah. Next thing I can remember... what else do we have to do? Shoot your rifle. Like, we always was on the range. We always had to, you know what I'm saying, shoot and qualify. I was a sharpshooter at first, but that was also my first time ever shooting a machine gun. I had never held a rifle. I had never done nothing like that. So I had sharpshooter the first time I went to or is that sharpshooter? No, it's pizza box. What's the pizza box one? The first one. I had the beginner's one. Marksman. Not sharpshooter. I have marksman. So I was, like, real at the bottom, like, basic. Like, like I said, it was my first time shooting anything. So I was that for a long time. And then, like, through my process, like, after I got stationed at my duty station and stuff like that, I ended up having shin splints really bad in both of my legs for years because... we're running, like, Marines love to scream and run. That's how we got through boot camp, screaming and running. And if you watch a boot camp video on YouTube of the Marine Corps, you will understand what I mean by that. But, so what was I saying? Pizza box, right. So boom. And then, yeah, so both my shins, you know, because Marines love to run up hills. They love to run everywhere, anywhere. Doesn't matter what kind of terrain. Up a hill, down a hill, decline, incline, bitch. Around in a circle, we running. It don't matter. Rain, snow, sleet, hail. If it ain't raining, we ain't training. All that crap. So I, you know, was going hard for as long as I could, even when I shouldn't have been. And pushing through. And yeah, it caught up to me, and I couldn't PT with my unit for a very long time, and then I just got medically discharged, honorably medically discharged. And so, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna pepper, you know what I mean? So got that constant pepper, you know what I'm saying? I'm just playing. But yeah, so that, let me think. We had to go on the range multiple times, though. Like, we went on there multiple times. Because, you know, we got to learn how to maneuver. We got to learn the formation. So we in the tree lines, digging foxholes, big-ass sleeping bags with all our gear. This was Marine combat training, though, at this point. Because Marine Corps boot camp is, like, it's 3 parts to it. So you got basic training. That's, like, I went through that for 3 months. Then you got Marine combat training, which is, like, another 2.5 months. Or another 2.5 months, where we're like in the tree lines, we're like shooting big, heavy ass M240 Bravo machine guns, and we're learning how to break them down and clean them and put them back together. And we carrying this heavy shit all over the lot, like all over the fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, I learned what an echelon is, a skirmisher, you know what I'm saying, all the different formations and all that crap. Like, some real Call of Duty 6 Black Ops shit, okay? I was up in there practicing all that. I learned how to throw a frag grenade, feel me? I know how to clear a wall, I know how to clear a room. I know how to break down a M16 and put it back together. It's been a while, but I can fucking do it. Give me the tools. I apply my mind. I know I remember that shit. We used to have a whole mat to tell us and remind us what part is which and where to go. I wish I would have kept it. Maybe I do have it. I don't know. I got to look at my shit. Let me think. We had to drill all the time, like marching, cadences, all that crap. Because Marine Corps, I'm not going to look. Anybody in your peoples, I don't care who your peoples is, I don't care who your friends is, I don't care who in your family was this amount of years, salute to them and respect to every single service member and veteran, active, reserve, retired, all of that, everything in between. Respect to everybody. But the Marine Corps got the best uniforms, we're best dressed. Our camis look better than everybody else's. I will give the Navy a slight, very slight exception on the camis because I like the blue ones. But other than that, y'all not fucking with us. And especially not physically. Okay? So, if anybody is saying anything right now, look at their gut, look back at them, or ask when the last time they done did some physical shit and let me know. Okay? Anyways. So that part. We had to do this. At the end of boot camp, it was like this huge culminating event called the Crucible. The Crucible broke a lot of my friends that I was in boot camp with. Like, I saw a lot. There were a few that dropped out. I saw one of my you know what I'm saying, one of my friends, like, it's like, by the end of that shit, like, we was at the last event. All she had to do was get through the last event. And she didn't even have to do shit for real. But, like, she was in so much pain she couldn't help it. It was like when she got up to try and walk, it's like her hips were separated from her legs. Like, she couldn't walk without carefully placing each leg down. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was walking, like, with her hips and not with her legs at all. So it's like she got really banged up. But, like, the Crucible is like, we start off with this long ass, like, it's like I can't even remember all of it because it was just, I don't know how I got through that shit. I don't. And let me tell y'all something. I'm an asthmatic. And I've used an inhaler for, like, a lot of my life. through all of boot camp and all of my training, when I tell you I did not, because if I would have said that before, I wouldn't have been able to join in the first place. I did not need an inhaler or extra oxygen, not one time. I was so scared, but I was like, if I just don't think about it, just don't think about it. But no, it was more than just not thinking about it. Because even in boot camp so early on, if I had needed it then, and my friends can attest for me right now, I need that shit. If I don't have it, I'm having an asthma attack 100%. But then, I didn't need it at all, and that's how I know God is real. Like, nigga, like, that shit stays on me. Like, I have my shit on me, bro. I'll show you. If you ever hear a nigga, it's me. And I need some oxygen. You feel me? Just a little extra puff. Know what I mean? Take a hit of that inhaler, nigga. Take a hit of that albuterol. Get you right. But yeah, so literally didn't need it the whole time. So that's how I knew this was something like that was supposed to happen. It was supposed to be a part of my life. So I'm glad that I did it and that, you know, it worked out that way. But yeah, back to the Crucible. So I don't know how many miles this hike was. It felt like 20, but maybe it was like 7.5. It was 7.5 miles. 7.5 miles we had to hike with ammo cans and pass them amongst ourselves because we were marching in rows. So there was like 5 or 8 of us, and it was dark as fuck. So we started off at night. We was up at fuck the ass crack of dawn, nigga. We in South Carolina too at this point, so I don't know what time it is, nigga. I just know I'm up. So I think it's like 4 a.m. We up, we in formation, we waiting mad long. Everybody's getting shit situated. We just outside, bro. I don't know who I am right now. I just know that I'm alive. I know that I'm an individual. I know what my name is. And I know that I'm about to have to move a lot. Like, it's not like a lot of thought. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my brain was so hazy. Like, it's so crazy. But then we doing that, and I don't know how I didn't fall out or nothing. I don't know how, bro. The grace of God, bro. I never knew I had that much strength in me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know. That shit surprised me. And then after that, we had to do some whole other stuff. And we was literally hiking around the entire, like, base. Like, there was a special part of the base that we was in. And it was like, you know what I'm saying? We was practicing hopping out of the helicopters. It was on the ground. But we was practicing simulating how it would be. I never got to do that from the air. I didn't have that type of job. But yeah, so we did that, and it was a whole bunch of like formation practices, practicing moving in formations, practicing moving through a war zone. We had a lot of situations where we practiced. There were actual bombs going off, like bomb simulators, and they were loud as fuck. They sounded exactly like real bombs. And it was going off, and like the dirt was exploding, and fucking we was crawling under barbed wire through the mud with our rifles. You know what I'm saying? And then one of the drill instructors would come over and be like, bang, you know what I'm saying, and kill one of the people next to me, but it's a big ass nigga. And yes, I had to carry him. Me. Bitch, I'm 5'1". I'm 108 pounds. At that time, I was being fed MREs. If you know what MREs are, then you know when you're eating them every day, you gain weight so fucking fast. So I was like in my 120s. I'm trying to get back there. But they did it for the weight gain because my ass was assing, babe. Ooh. Serve me up like a honey bun. Jesus, sorry. But yeah. So yeah. I had to do a lot. And it was a crazy experience, but I made it through. I did it. You know what I'm saying? Got to my first duty station, had my freedoms, was able to get my inhalers and everything, because then it was like, after boot camp and everything was a success, like, you know what I'm saying? I started needing it again. And it's like, okay, boom, you did this. Okay, you needed this. Like, this was something you had to do for your life. And I made sure, like, I feel like this is what God was like he made sure that I was good throughout that whole situation, because I was exerting myself physically every single day. There wasn't a day that we weren't, you know what I'm saying? And then it was like at the end, it was great because we got to eat regular food, because the whole time we cannot eat regular food, obviously, you know what I'm saying? And the girls were always on such a strict diet. We were on such a strict diet, so like I ate till I was sick. We all ate till we were sick, and that was an accident, because when you able to eat regular shit and you can eat sugar and you can eat, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm getting my shit, you know what I'm saying? I was sick as fuck. I couldn't eat shit else, bitch. I didn't want to eat no more. I said, fuck eating. What is that? No. Like, my whole torso area felt like it was about to bust. But yeah, y'all. So, but after my mama picked me up, after I graduated and after the ceremony, I broke down, and I was just like, I was asking her, I don't never gotta come back here, right? I still have not set back foot in or near Paris Island, South Carolina. I have been to Myrtle Beach. I love Myrtle Beach, but it's still gonna take a minute for that one. I don't want to hear the depot. I don't want to be near the depot. I don't want to smell the depot. I still can't do anything like that. And I got out in 2021. It's 2024. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave that where it's at. It served its purpose. I did my 4 years. It was very, you sign your life away when you join the military. So when I got out, I dyed my hair blue, bitch. I was free. Period. Those pictures on my Instagram, go look. I want to dye my hair back soon, but it's getting back right, and it's healthy, and it's grown back so much. Like, I'm so proud of my hair. But this is the point where we take it down the back now. Like, we touch the neck like repeatedly, very many times. It's time to grow. But yeah, y'all, that is basically the story time of how I joined the military, had my military experience, and things like that. If you want to see more little videos like this or anything, I know I usually take y'all through classes with me and stuff like that, but I'm gonna pretty much end the video here today because it's almost a 30-minute video. I'm not trying to make it too long. Well, it's definitely gonna reach 30 minutes. But yeah, so y'all, if y'all like this story time, let me know if you want to. If y'all want more story times like this one, or anything like that, let me know. Leave a comment on my Instagram or DM me, or leave a comment under the video. Like, comment, subscribe to the family, join the channel and stuff like that. And I'm gonna see y'all in the next one.